Hi, this is Paul from globaltradingsoftware.com, and this is a futures scalping or day trading tutorial. We're going to be using the xBratAlgo for the signals and the manager to manage the trade. So that's the xBratAlgo Cradle2Grave bundle, and we are going to be looking at oil on the 2-minute Heikin-Ashi. So the xBratAlgo has been designed around the Heikin-Ashi candle because that can smooth out price action and moves, so we can get some good trades. So first of all, there are some blue, yellow and a pink zone on the chart. So at the moment we're in development of our auto support and resistance zones. A lot of people have been asking these for years. We're still developing, but what I wanted to show you here was the importance of framing your charts with these support and resistance zones, and maybe sometimes waiting a little longer for us to actually get in the trades, because when they break major zones they break really well. So if we look left here, this blue zone is taken from the 15 minutes. So even though we're on the 2-minute Heikin-Ashi, this blue zone is taken from the 15 minutes. That's a really strong support here. The pink is taken from the 60-minute time frame. Okay, so that goes back quite a way. Now what I'm really interested in is yesterday, what happened. So into the European session, we tested the 15-minute zone up there, and we get a 4-star sell at this point. There was no entry purely because the 4-star signal candle wasn't broken and it pulled back up again. But then we get a 6-star signal candle. At this point, this yellow zone did not exist. Okay, it only existed when we got to around about here. So we pushed this. This short trade was really good during the European session, and we got the 6-star sell. So what I want to do is just zoom in and go through the trade. Very simple. So we've just tipped a 15-minute zone there. We got a 4-star sell signal at this point. Remember, the entry is one tick below the sell signal candle. It just pulled back up again. At this point here, we did get a 6-star sell. That is the entry at this point here. Now remember, this yellow zone didn't exist at this time. It only existed when we had 1, 2, 3 touches there, and that was put in. So we had a lot of fresh air all the way down to this 60-minute zone and this 15-minute zone. So that was a great trade. We would manage this trade with the manager. The ribbon is red here. We stay in the trade until the ribbon turns green at this point here. So the exit was $87.97 or $90 for change, and the entry was 89. Go back, where were we? $88 for change, and we got in at 88.76. That's a 76 tick trade during the European morning. We then get some sideways action, and then we actually forming a very tight range. So we pull back up, we come back down, we're coming into the early hours of the US session here. We get a 6-star sell. We are not going to short into supports. There's no fresh air. We got a 60-minute support zone there and a 15-minute support zone. And as you can see, we're going up and down in this support zone here. At this point, this yellow zone and this yellow zone on the current time frame gives us support and resistance, and where they overlap is very, very strong, where it's slightly darker yellow. So now we get a 6-star buy signal, and we get that around about 10:30 a.m. EST. We've got fresh air all the way up to the 15-minute. We trade. That's the entry. The exit is when the ribbon turns red at this point, 88.63. The entry was at 88.42. So that's a 25 tick move there. And again, even though the 6-star signal candle is here, we would look to enter above, 1 tick above that support and resistance zone there. So that's a 25 tick move. We had 70 odd here. We're 100 ticks in for the good right now. Later in the session, we come back down, we get a 6-star sell signal on this candle here. We are not going to short into support because now we have a yellow zone from the current time frame, we have the pink zone from the 60-minute, and then we have a blue zone from the 15-minute. This is very strong support. However, don't ignore the signal. Entry just below all of this support. Because if it has enough volume and momentum to push through all of this support from multiple time frames, this thing is gonna rock. And that's what it did, okay? Came down through. Yes, you're late into the trade, but remember, you are not institutional traders. You are retail traders. The train needs to leave the station. It needs to get through this roadblock right now. Once it's in, you follow the manager, the ribbon, until it turns green at this point here. 85.90 to 87.29. There's 150 odd ticks there. Plus the 100 we've taken, that's 250 ticks on a trading day using the xBratAlgo Cradle2Grave bundle, but being very sensible and understanding where those support and resistance zones are from multiple time frames. Now, this takes a lot of skill to do. There will be software that will put these on your charts in the beginning of 2023. We're still in development right now, but I just wanted to touch base on those because it's very important to get your entry strategy right and manage your risk. You don't short into major support here like this, okay? If you've got plenty of fresh air coming down, you take the trade. If you've got a little bit of resistance on a signal candle here, make sure you're above that resistance to get into the trade. And then conversely, when you're coming down, make sure, even if you've got a good sell signal, it could really get held up in this support. Make sure it breaks it. If it does, great deal of momentum, a lot of price action, a lot of volume, pushes it all the way down. And that's a 250 tick day. So that's the Cradle2Grave for xBratAlgo. Do check it out. The links below. This is the Ninja Trader version. It's available for lots of other platforms. Check out the links below in the description, and I'll speak to you all really soon.